Would you go for a walk in the park with me if I was a single guy? We could both pick up chicks. I think we could. We're not going to because Mom would not like that. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I'm back at the Mill Creek property today. It's time to switch gears and start getting ready for a controlled burn that I talked to you guys about like last summer sometime. We've made some changes, made some expansions into our burn area, and I've been working with Cole Fagan, same guy that Dusty works with. Cole works on a program through a federal songbird program to create better habitat for wildlife, for birds and things. But a big part of Cole's job is writing prescribed burn plans. So we're going to do a prescribed burn. We don't want to call it a controlled burn. We want to call it a prescribed burn because there is a plan, a prescription. Controlled burn just means we're going to come out here and just hopefully keep it under control. But we're not going to be burning today, but Cole did email me a few days ago and said conditions are looking good. If we can get it to dry up just a little bit, we should be able to do our prescribed fire in the next couple weeks. So when he first came out, we only had the original 80 acres. We've since added the second 80 where the trailer house is and everything, and it's probably, I would say, doubled our burn unit. So we're looking at burning about 60 acres, I believe. A lot of it's timber, but I've got a little bit of work that still needs to be done before we can do our burn. So you guys know Dusty brought the TYM 5835 tractor over here and moved all the hay. We got all the hay still out on the field a few weeks ago, so he got that out of here. And when he was, moving equipment, he pretty much brought everything over here. But I had him go ahead and bring my Rhino flex swing. This is a 10-foot. It's called the TS10, so it's a 10-foot flex swing mower. I've got a lot of cleanup on my fire lines I need to do. I've got one small field that still needs to be knocked down that's really not going to be in the burn unit, but has a lot of cedars. And I think this thing will definitely do the trick. I don't really need, the big skid steer, brush cutter and all that. I'm not cutting just giant stuff. So I've got a few areas that need to be knocked down and then mow down some fire lines. We don't want tall grass on the edge of our fire lines. So I'm gonna do a little bit of mowing, a little bit of cleaning, and it's hot. Like, I've got a hoodie on, but I'm sweating already. It's like 9:30 in the morning and almost 60 degrees. It's supposed to be in the low 70s today. That feels like spring, and oh so much better than what we had just a week or so ago. I just got to thinking, and I've not actually used this flex swing mower with this 5835R. Dusty did. Dusty borrowed it and used it for quite a while, but I've only pulled it with the 574. This tractor's got a little bit more horsepower. Not a lot, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 more horsepower. Obviously it doesn't have a cab, but as moist of conditions as we've had lately, as much rain and humidity, the dust isn't going to be a problem. So I'm not too worried about being in the open cab. It's just a different tractor. I'm kind of excited to try it out. wheel drive and everything's sinking on me. And I don't have a bucket to tilt with. So close to getting out. It's dry right up there. I got down there and had to turn around. Holy moly. Got lucky, guys. It's out. So there's not much to mow here, but I'm just kind of coming down the edge of this tree line, just trying to keep it clean. And you can see I just came through here. Everything was fine. Everything was just fine and dandy. So I'm just tootling along, you know, kind of cleaning up the edge right here. And I make it to right by this telephone pole. And I thought, oh, it got a little bit wet right here. But not bad, you know. So I thought, well, it's going to get worse down there. And there's a ditch that I can't cross with the tractor down there. So I thought, well, I've got to get turned around. But with that bat wing, it's like towing a trailer. So I thought, well, I'll swing out in here and kind of back up in a hole or something. And that's when things got bad. Real bad, real fast. Like I can barely walk in this soup. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to go try to find a little bit drier spot to turn around. So I went forward. And as you can see, it got real bad. It got way worse. So clearly this area down here holds moisture, and my feet are just sinking in the mud here. But I was already committed. My best option was to go straight until I could find a place to turn around. I thought it might get a little bit drier, a little bit higher ground before I made it to that ditch crossing right there. And it eventually kind of did a little bit. I was able to swing way over there, pull up in here, and was able to turn around. But I made a mess. I mean, an absolute mess. This is going to take a long time to dry up enough before I can bring a skid steer or something and knock the ruts down. But you talk about instant panic mode, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And the brush hog was sinking, and the tractor was still moving. Tires were spinning, but the ruts just kept getting deeper and deeper. I mean, guys, we've got ruts that are easily 12 inches deep. But it pulled it out. It pulled through. Oh my gosh. And then it just ends back on dry ground. So the tractor's muddy. It's gonna take a little while to get all the mud off of this thing. And I don't even have a bucket or forks or anything on the front that I could have stabbed in the ground and curled under to help pull myself. Whew. Gosh. So I'm gonna head back to higher ground because that was almost a really, really bad day. Like a really bad day because I'm here by myself. And there is a skid steer on the property, but it's like half a mile away, so I would have had to call help and probably end up walking back and getting the skid steer, but I'd need somebody to drive the tractor to help pull it out. We got lucky. All right, you remember when you used to wrestle with your dad and he'd say, son, you better quit while you're ahead? Well, I think I'm going to use a little bit of that advice and quit while I'm ahead. I don't know if I even can convey on video how lucky I just got by not getting stuck. 95% of this place, you can drive across it and not even know there's a bit of moisture on the ground. I've mowed for 2 hours and never had a single issue until I hit that one spot. And it just so happened to be where I really couldn't go anywhere. I barely could turn around pulling this big Rhino mower. But we got out. We got lucky. So I'm going to go change a battery in a game camera. I think I'll probably... The Kubota Sidekick's over at the... over by the trailer house. I'm going to run over there and grab it. Because I'm not driving this across any of these fields where... could have a catastrophe. But I got to change a couple game camera batteries. And show you guys some pictures. Man, the bucks are on the move. And I am very proud of this piece of property. And... the deer, the quality of the deer. I know Houston and I only, or even Emily, out of all of us, Weston hunted a little bit. Out of all 4 of us that hunted here this year, only 1 buck was harvested. And we didn't have the greatest of luck, but there's some really nice deer here. And this property is coming along very well. And I love it. All right, I changed my mind. I'm just going to drive across the pond dam and walk over to where that camera is. It's not but a couple 100 yards, so. Pond's looking good, though. Look at all the animal activity across the pond dam. There's deer track after deer track after deer track. And lots of canine, lots of coyote tracks. Maybe a few bobcat, but I'm not sure. Lots and lots of wildlife. All right. So this camera's been working great for months. I mean, it's probably been 6 or 8 months since I had to do anything with it. The solar panel also has a battery in it, but for whatever reason, it's decided to not work the last couple weeks. So I brought a different lithium, these little lithium ion battery packs work great in these Tacticam cellular cameras. So we're gonna switch what's in there out and put that lithium pack in. All right, should be good to go. There's been a lot of deer using this little area. There's tracks everywhere, but haven't got a picture from this camera in about 2 weeks for some reason. So we'll see if that battery swap fixes the problem. Beaver! Earl's like, what was that, guys? What was it, buddy? Huh? What was that? He's like, that dog just ran across the creek, man.
He's still
Yes, one big beaver.
Well, gee, you're one big beaver.
Well, it's the next day, and I figured spent most of the day, most of the morning over here working at the merch building, and got almost all of our pipe entryway painted. I still need to do the overhead. All the pipe fence is painted so that we can actually come back and, you know, put fence in it, build fence. And clearly, you guessed we would paint it black, right? I don't guess there is another color. According to my wife, there's just black. But there's been a lot going on over here the last couple of days. The painters, the crew that's been painting has been here, and they've got, let's see, probably I'm gonna say 85-90% of the painting work done. Central Heat and Air guys were here this morning. They've started. Cabinets are going in. There's been a lot going on, so let's just give you guys an update. Hey, doesn't everybody put their outdoor units indoors. It's too muddy out back. Clearly, obviously, you guys saw the mud situation, but everything's are coming along in here now. Everything that's painted white's not going to stay white. That's just been primed, and that's not painted yet. But DJ did a little design accent wall. Don't know what you call it. I don't even know what color it's going to be, but it has not been painted yet. This has all just been primed. It's got, it's all shiplap, but she's actually going to paint it. Bathroom, got some cabinets above the washer and dryer. In here is the final paint color, though. I don't have any lights in here yet. We're still working on that part, but paint's in. Hey, cabinets. Let me zoom out a little bit for you guys. It's a little too much. Okay. All the cabinets are not completed, but, you know, they're all hung, waiting on doors and drawers. But it's coming along. The island's going to obviously overhang a foot or so with the countertop so that stools can go under there. Refrigerator, stove, sink, lots of cabinets. DJ tried to change things up a little bit and did a couple free-floating shelves there. These will all be drawers that pull out. That's one thing we did in our pantry setup in our kitchen when we did our remodel there, was pull out drawers. So yeah, still need to finish trim up there, but that'll come. But the painters have been here. Painters doing their thing. Everything's basically all the same color. I'm sure it has a fancy name. You know, paint colors all have fancy names. Malted, mottled, eggshell, crispy, cream, white. I don't know. Totally made that up. But it's looking good. I'm excited about the kitchen area. I actually really like the kitchen. I don't know. We probably should have done a few more windows or done the windows a little bit different in here. But as far as just natural lighting, I mean, it looks good, I think. I mean, considering no more than what light we have, the front door will actually have windows in it, so there'll be a little more light there when that door's installed. But yeah, I think my wife did good. A broom closet. And then this is where all the work will be done, right? So we're like dangerously, incredibly close to being finished here. Central heat and air, so the units are, you can see, heat and air units are going to be up top above DJ's office, and then vent, air ducts will come out into across, hanging from the ceiling, all exposed, duct work and all of that. So central heat and air guys got to finish up. The electricians have to come back and finish the electrical in there. It's just roughed in, so apartment side needs finished, outlets and switches and stuff. The last big key thing, plumbing. Shocker, right? We're waiting on septic. We've got to get the guys from DEQ to come out and do a perk test so we know exactly how many feet of lateral lines and what kind of septic system we need to have installed. But other than that, we are very, very, very close to being finished. Right on schedule, within 6 months, right? I mean, it's not a race. It would have been nice to be in here before the Christmas launch, before all of the pecan fiasco, which, by the way, I've been getting is a ton, they're right? I've been getting a bazillion emails about pecans because we said we would get pecans again after the first of the year, and we are planning on still getting pecans. One more time. We just don't have them yet. I don't know when they'll be here, but I promise you, when I find out, I'll let you guys know. So I stopped by the Mill Creek place to swap out this camera, the one I put a battery in yesterday, because it's still not working. So obviously we've got an issue with the camera itself. So went ahead and put a different one on that tree right there to see what kind of pictures we can get. But look at all this corn on the ground. It's falling out of the feeder. Okay, this is the craziest thing ever. So I was here yesterday with the muddy tractor, right? And there was no corn on the ground. But as you can see, the corn is actively falling out of the feeder right now. And it's because of all these bees. I think we've got a swarm. A hive has swarmed somewhere and decided they need to empty the deer feeder so they can live inside of here. It's a beautiful day. It's like 75 degrees. End of January. Actually, it's, yeah, end of January. Tomorrow's February 1st, but that's pretty wild right there. They've dumped all of that corn out since yesterday. And that's just saying maybe the deer haven't even actually eaten a bunch already, but look at that, man. That's pretty cool. I mean, it is and isn't. I don't really want a deer feeder full of bees, but look at them work. They're like, we've got to get all the corn out right now. Well, howdy, birds. There's Kelsey. What are you doing today, Kelsey? Huh? Being all rambunctious? Huh? You being rambunctious? What? Were you not getting enough attention? Oh, you're getting it now. You're getting your attention now. I don't think she liked that, Kelsey. Izzy's gonna get you, dude. Told ya. I told ya. Here, that's mine. You best pick on somebody your own size, like Earl. Hey, girls. How y'all doing? Enjoying the weather? Okay, I know you're hungry. I'm fixing to feed. There's Bear. I see you, buddy. You look like a prisoner. This makes a really good distraction so I can actually get in there and feed. There's a little flake of alfalfa, girls. Maybe one more. No pushing, no shoving. Here. There you go. It's a good distraction so I can feed. Hey, girls. So pretty much unanimously every time, if I put out alfalfa and feed, the alpacas will come to the feed every time. And you see where all the donkeys are. They much prefer the alfalfa. And if it wasn't so expensive, that's pretty much what I would feed exclusively and not feed them any grain. Because it's good stuff. It's good for them. And they really like it. Charlie Bird. Hey, buddy. Listen, I'll feed you. Come up to the barn. You know where your spot's at. You don't have to eat with these silly alpacas if you don't want to. He likes to pick out certain things in their feed mix. And by certain things, it's typically the corn. He's kind of getting a little bit of everything right now, though. He, she, you know, just Charlie Bird. We're non-binary, I think is the proper term, right? I don't know, really. Well, look who made it down here. She's been too scared to come see what's going on at the barn until today. This is really her first time to actually make it all the way down here. I think DJ carried her down here a couple days ago and made some introductions. But, whoa! What is that, Kelsey? Is that a big old giant donkey? Is that a big giant donkey? It's really not. It's actually a mini. But I know it's hard for you to believe because, you know, you're 12 inches tall. We're going to call you the Three Musketeers? What'd y'all do with Gemma? Is she laying on the couch in the house? What do you want, kitty? What do you want, Izzy? Where are you going? Huh? You just need some loving? Is that what it is? Just need some attention? Like these two attention hounds? Hey, sisters. Felicia and Fiona. Then you got the other two yahoos over here, plus Bree. Hi, Phoebes. What's Phoebe doing today? There's Trouble right there. Yep, yeah, you know your name's Trouble, huh? Mom calls you Farrah, but I think it's Trouble. And you got Freedom and Bree. Bree's a little nervous. She's like, whoa, wait. This guy keeps touching me on the butt, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna go over here. Hey, buddy. Bear, you know what? You're like the coolest guy in school. All the girls on the channel love you. You know that? I don't think you quite know just exactly how much all these people love you. They think Bear is like, man, if I was a single guy, I would put you on a leash. We'd go to town and take a walk in the park, and we'd both come home with a girlfriend. I ain't kidding. Earl's cool and all, but he has no bear eyes. There's just no chance. Huh, Bear? Would you go for a walk in the park with me if I was a single guy? We could both pick up chicks. I think we could. We're not going to, because Mom would not like that. But if it was just me and you, if we were bachelors, come on, bro. We'd be like, I don't know what we'd be like, but we'd have girlfriends, huh? Oh, yeah. You're a good boy. Good old Bear, aren't you? Charlie. Dude, you're on the wrong side of the fence. Come on. You know where you eat at. Just get over here. You got it. You can do it, man. If you keep walking straight. Oh, not backwards. Charlie, this is not the first time we've done this. Man, bird brain is a serious condition. Phoebe, you can't eat out of that. Nope. I'm gonna go help Charlie. Okay? Oh, wait. You got it. You're getting warmer, Charlie. No. Keep going. Don't back up. Don't back up, Charlie. Come on. You got this. There you go. Just like 5 more steps. You got it. Come on, Charlie. We're all rooting for you, buddy. Now you got to make it through the muddy mess, but hey, there's a reward at the end of the tunnel or mud hole. Phoebe's trying to eat your food, but I told her she can't have it, okay? There you go. Look at that. I knew you had it in you, man. All right, enjoy your dinner. I hear somebody whining. Did you get somewhere where you shouldn't have been? Now you don't know how to get out? Are you on the wrong side of the fence? Are you scared? You're shaking. You can't go through there. Come down here, Kelsey. Kelsey, come here. You got it. You got it. There you go. You're safe now. Good job, Kelsey. Good job. All right, y'all. Chores are done. Animals are fed. Everybody's taken care of. And, man, it's beautiful. 70, I'm going to say, let's see. My watch says 67. I'm going to say it was probably about 75 degrees today. It got warm. It was amazing. And I was out here feeding and thinking and pondering. And, you know, we get lots of comments and questions and messages and emails. And the other day, someone was like, hey, Daniel, how many animals do you guys have? I was like, I don't know. How many feathers does a goose have? It's kind of a hard question. Why can't we start with something easier like, hey, how many different kinds of animals do you have? And I got to looking around, and dogs and cats and donkeys and alpacas and goats and chickens and ducks and turkeys and a couple different kinds of turtles. And yeah, those are complicated questions. Don't ask complicated questions. Just follow the process sometimes. I really don't know. I don't know how many animals we have. I should probably know the exact number, but I don't. So, anyways, I feel 100 times better than I did for the last week or 10 days. I was really sick. Like I can get out and pull some things off on video. I was not feeling well. Still got a little congestion, still getting over things. Look, she's chasing Trashy now. But that little German short-haired pointer is like a squirrel. She's all over the place and has really blossomed into DJ's little puppy. Houston loves her, but she's a mama's dog. Anyways, I was not feeling good at all. And now my wife and Houston are both sick. I feel better. Houston's had a fever and just headaches and not felt good for a few days. Nothing super serious, but DJ's had all the chest congestion and sinus stuff and just not feeling great at all. And then this morning woke up and had like itchy hives all over her. I had no idea where that came from. You can't say it was something she came in contact with or something she ate, because it started at 6 a.m. It was the weirdest thing ever. So got some allergy medication in her and she was feeling better. And me and the animals are doing our thing outside, and Kelsey's getting to finally enjoy some beautiful weather. This little girl here we had to work on learning how to potty train in 7-degree temperatures, and it was miserable. But all is better now, and spring will be here before we know it. A lot going on. Got a big controlled burn. Prescribed burn. Got a big prescribed burn coming up at Mill Creek pretty soon, hopefully. And probably a few smaller burns around here. Got a lot of stuff to clean up and take care of, and brush piles and all of that stuff. So anyways, I guess this video is kind of all over the place, but that's just how we roll. So guys, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We love you, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.